Alright, hey everybody, welcome back. As promised, here is my LED shop upgrades for my lights. I've got a whole bunch of T8 light bulbs that I currently use. Are all fluorescent. Some of the ballast has started to go. There are several different brands and kinds of lights you can get out there. All of them are going to come with a different instruction sheet that tells you exactly how to wire up your particular bulb. Some of them are different. The first set I got only needed power to one end. This needs it to both. You attach your line to one end and load to the other. So that's something to keep in mind when you get your lights. It doesn't make any difference as far as the wiring part goes. That is all the same. It's just going to be, the diagram's going to be a little different, and you'll either run power to one end of the tombstones, or you will run wire to both ends of the tombstone. So in this particular bulbs that I've got the second time around, I need to get power to both ends of the housing. So I'm going to do that here real quick. I'm going to, for the most part, do this real time here, and I'll just speed up in between in the editing when I'm doing something that's not of huge importance. So start off by taking off your housing. They're all going to be a little bit different. So usually just a few screws that keep the thing together. This particular one's got 3. To get them off, you will feel like you're going to break something, but it doesn't. You just got to get the one end off, and then the whole thing come off as one whole piece. So on the inside, your power line coming in to your housing will be down at this end. Your power line coming in. These little guys on here are called tombstones. I guess because they kind of look like a tombstone. I don't know. So anyway, you've got 2 wires coming in. You don't need any of these old wire nuts, so we're just going to get rid of them all. Get these wires in here. These 2 long ones I keep. And then to get this guy off of here, there's usually some kind of a screw and a nut. And then that guy comes out. It's garbage. No need for that. Into the trash it goes. Okay, so now on this end down here, so these little guys have a jumper on here, and it runs, so any line power that comes in this side, it's going to come in here, commingle with that jumper, jump over here. That's going to make both sides of the tombstone inside hot or have power. So we are going to take one of these wires that comes from the power cord, and it doesn't matter which one, and that is going to become the line to feed this end of the tombstones. So we're going to take all 3 of these guys, and they are going to get wire nutted together. Like so. Just tuck that nut down on there. That end's done. Just that easy. Okay, so now we got to get power from this line all the way down to the other end. So I had a bunch of wire here that I'm just using, cut apart and use the scrap for. So we're going to take this guy, and we're going to wire nut these 2 together. A lot of people get intimidated with doing electrical stuff just because they've never done it before or don't know how. Take your time, slow down, read the instructions. It's pretty easy. So again, that part's done. Okay, so power's coming in, gets grounded to the whole housing. 1 wire's going into here, that's feeding these 2 tombstones. I just added this wire, and that's going to feed our other end. And here, then we get down here to these tombstones. So these guys are a little different. With the fluorescents, power only goes in the one end. We don't need that for the LEDs. So, because this guy is jumpered all together, both those tombstones are all connected. So down inside here is a little push connector. So that black and white wire that I cut out earlier from the ballast, I use that again, and I just take half of it. I stick this guy right down in there. I don't know if you could hear that little click, but that was that wire seating inside of this tombstone. So now if power comes in this line, it's going to feed this whole set of tombstones. So that guy's connected. So take this, and we take our line that we connected from down at the other end, take the wire nut, check this connection, that's still good and tight, good there. Take this, and don't be afraid to leave extra. It's actually called a service loop. It's a good thing. It's definitely not a bad thing. Get your tombstones back on here, and these have little clips. You just kind of slide over the housing here, like so. Okay. Tuck our wire down in here, like so. Now what I like to do before I go putting this thing back up on the ceiling, or before I even put the cover back on here, is take a couple bulbs and throw it in here, and we'll make sure our wiring is good. Okay, so those guys are in. Grab our extension cord. Boom, we got light. That's what we want. So we know it works. Take our bulbs back out. Grab our housing. And we just make sure our tombstones stay in place. And we're putting this guy back together. We do like to slip out. Again, you're gonna think you're breaking something, but you're not. You just gotta get it forced over that lip there. Take your screws that held it together before. Okay, that's back on. Throw our bulbs back in again. It's all back together. Plug it in one more time. Make sure nothing came undone while we were working on it. There you go. It's just that easy. Only 1, 2, 3. Only got 8 more to go.